mailman still delivers with your name, even though you haven't lived here in a year. The dog still waits by the window every evening around 6:30, like he don't understand that you ain't coming back here. Your coffee mug still hanging on the third hook in the kitchen, right beside the one you bought me for my birthday years ago. I use it every morning just to feel like you're still with me, even though I watched you drive away and told myself to let you go. Neighbors still ask me how you doing when I check the mail, and I just smile and say you're fine. Don't mention that we fell apart. There's a patch of paint upon the bedroom wall, a different shade of blue, from where we hung that picture of us dancing at the start. The floorboards in the hallway still creak the way they did. You'd sneak in late and try not to wake me up. Now every sound this old house makes just echoes with your memory. This place is still a home, but it don't feel like enough. 'Cause these walls remember everything, every laugh, every fight, every in-between. And I can't escape the way that every room still holds your ghost. The house still knows your name, still feels you in the walls like yesterday's rain. Every corner holds a piece of who we were before. Your voice still echoes down the hallway late at night. Your shadow still dances in the morning light. The house still knows your name, even though you're not coming back again. Baby, the house still knows your name, and so do I. God knows, so do I. There's a scratch mark on the door frame where you measured our son's height. Every summer on his birthday, watching him grow tall. Now he's off at college and you're living in the city, and I'm here alone with pencil marks upon the wall. The garden that you planted in the backyard's overgrown. I don't have your touch with flowers, never did. But I can't bring myself to tear it up and start over. So I watch the roses die and grow and die again. Your mama called last week and asked if I boxed up your things. Said you're finally ready for me to send them on. But how do I box up 15 years of marriage, love, and memories? How do I erase the proof that this was once your home? So I told her that I'd get to it, but I've been saying that for months. 'Cause your sweater's still draped across the chair where you'd sit and read. And if I pack it up and send it off, then it's really over. And I ain't quite ready yet to let you leave. 'Cause these walls remember everything, every promise that we couldn't keep. And I can't paint over all the stains of a love that grew and died and still remains. The house still knows your name, still feels you in the walls like yesterday's rain. Every corner holds a piece of who we were before. Your voice still echoes down the hallway late at night. Your shadow still dances in the morning light. The house still knows your name, even though you're not coming back again. Baby, the house still knows your name. And so do I, God knows, so do I. Maybe I should sell this place, start over somewhere new, where the walls don't whisper your name every time I walk through. But I've been here since we were 23, and you were mine and I was yours. I can't abandon all the good we built just because you walked out the door. So I'll keep the coffee mug hanging on its hook, and the pictures in their frames upon the wall. I'll keep the garden growing wild and beautiful, just like you were before the fall. And when our son comes home for Christmas, you'll see the marks that show him growing tall. And maybe that's enough reason to stay here in this haunted house, where your memory lives in every hall. The house still knows your name, still feels you in the walls like yesterday's rain. Every corner holds a piece of who we were before. Your voice still echoes down the hallway late at night. Your shadow still dances in the morning light. The house still knows your name, even though you're not coming back again. Yeah, the house still knows your name. It remembers everything, the joy and all the pain. The house still knows your name. And baby, so do I. God, I still know your name. I still reach across the center console sometimes, like muscle memory, don't know you're really gone. Your coffee cup's still in the holder from last spring, and I can't bring myself to throw the damn thing out. There's a lipstick stain around the rim, faded paint. Like everything we had, it's losing color now. But I keep driving past your mama's house on Sunday, even though I know you ain't there anymore. They say time heals everything, but they don't talk about the in-between. When you're stuck somewhere past loving, somewhere before moving on. 'Cause you're a ghost in the passenger seat, still singing along to our old songs with me. I feel you in the silence, in the space between the beats. You're in every mile of highway, every exit that we take. You're the memory I'm chasing, you're the heart I couldn't break. Even after all the breaking that we did, you're still here. Baby, you're still here, like a ghost in the passenger seat. I drove by the lake when we carved our names that fall. The tree's still standing, but the letters wore away. Kinda like the promises we whispered in the dark when we believed forever wasn't just something that people say. I remember how you'd rest your hand right here on my knee, how you'd fall asleep against the window on the long drives home. Now I'm talking to your shadow like you never really left me, even though I watched you pack your life and go. And maybe I'm just holding on to a version of us that's dead and gone. But if loving you's a haunting, then I guess I'm already gone. 'Cause you're a ghost in the passenger seat, still singing along to our old songs with me. I feel you in the silence, in the space between the beats. You're in every mile of highway, every exit that we take. You're the memory I'm chasing, you're the heart I couldn't break. Even after all the breaking that we did, you're still here. Yeah, but you're still here, like a ghost in the passenger seat. I see you in the rear view, in the way the sunset hits the glass, in the photograph still hanging from the mirror, from a life that didn't last. And I know I should take them down, move on, leave this town. But everywhere I go, you follow. This truck's become my hallowed ground. So I'll keep driving circles round our old memories, with the windows down and your favorite song turned up. Maybe if I play it loud enough, you'll hear it where you are. And remember when we thought that we could never get enough of these back roads and this love and all our big dreams, before the fights, before the tears, before the silent nights, when you were more than just a ghost riding shotgun with me, when you were mine and wrong somehow still felt right. Now you're a ghost in the passenger seat, and I'm still singing along to our old songs, just me. I feel you in the silence, in the space between the beats. You're in every mile of highway, every exit that we take. You're the memory I'm chasing, you're the heart I couldn't break. Even after all the breaking that we did, you're still here. Baby, you're still here. Yeah, you're still here, and I'm still here. I still reach across the center console sometimes, like my heart don't know you're really gone. Your coffee cup's still in the holder from last spring, and I ain't never gonna throw the damn thing out. Found a shoebox underneath the bed last Tuesday night, and filled with ticket stubs and photographs and letters in your hand. And there's a postcard from that trip we took to California, back when we still talked about our future and our plans. You wrote, "Wish you were here," across the back in purple ink. But baby, you were standing right beside me on that beach. Now I'm reading words you wrote when we were still unbroken, and they hit me like a sermon I could never learn to preach. There's a matchbook from that dive bar where we had our first real fight over something neither one of us remembers anymore, and a napkin where you drew a little heart around our names the night I told you I was certain you're what I'd been searching for. Every relic tells a story of a love that burned so bright that we couldn't see it burning down until we stood in ash. Now I'm sifting through the wreckage of our history tonight, wondering how something built so strong could fall apart so fast. Every memory's a monument to what we thought we'd always be. Now I'm living in a present where you're just a part of history. These postcards from where we used to be, they're all I've got left of you and me. Every faded photograph's the window to before, when love was easy and your hand was mine to hold. These postcards from where we used to be, they tell a story that I'm still trying to believe, that once upon a time we were everything. Now I'm just collecting postcards from where we used to be. There's a program from your sister's wedding back in Tennessee, where we danced until the band packed up and drove away. You whispered that you couldn't wait until it was our turn. I should have married you that night, I shouldn't have delayed. There's a menu from that Italian place we went on Friday nights, where the owner knew our order and our booth was in the back. Now somebody else sits there with their somebody, and I'm here alone, wishing I could have those moments back. I found the letter that you wrote me when I left for basic training, telling me you'd wait for me no matter how long. You said our love was stronger than the distance or the time, but you didn't know that I'd come back already gone. Changed by things I couldn't talk about and wouldn't let you see, built a wall between us made of all the things I couldn't say. You tried to climb it for a while, but baby, I'm so sorry. I was too far gone to meet you even halfway. I heard you're married now, got a baby on the way, living in that farmhouse that you always loved outside of town. And I'm genuinely happy that you found your peace after all the hell I put you through before you finally put me down. But late at night when I can't sleep, I pull this box back out and travel back to when your love was still enough to save me. wonder if you ever think about these moments now, or if I'm just the rough draft of the life you're living, baby. There's a dried up rose from Valentine's, our second year together, and a recipe you wrote for that pie your mama taught you how to make. And there's a key to an apartment we were gonna rent downtown before we both admitted we'd made one too many mistakes. Each item is a timestamp of a moment when we mattered, when our love felt like a novel that would never reach the end. Now I'm reading through our story like a stranger, trying to remember who we were and what we could have been. These postcards from where we used to be, they're breaking my heart while they're setting me free. Every faded photograph's a window to before, when I was yours and you were mine, and love was all we swore. These postcards from where we used to be, they're all the proof I need that we were real, you and me. That once upon a time we were everything, but now I'm just collecting postcards from where we used to be. There's a woman that I used to know before the world got heavy and the years moved slow. She had wild eyes and a fearless heart before I broke it into pieces, before I tore us apart. She believed in me when I was just a dreaming fool, with a beat-up guitar and a head full of songs. She'd dance in the kitchen when the radio played, back when forever didn't feel so long. I can still see her in that white cotton dress, standing in the doorway with the sun in her hair. She looked at me like I hung every star, like I was everything and everywhere. We'd stay up all night making plans we couldn't keep, drawing maps to places we would never find. But God, we were beautiful and all-nighter before I let my demons get the best of my mind. And I know she's just a memory now of who we were before we figured out that love ain't always strong enough to save you from yourself. She lives in yesterday, where the good times never fade away, where I'm still the man she thought she'd marry, and she's still the girl who loved me anyway. The bottles and the broken promises I couldn't keep, before I drove her to the edge of losing faith. She lives in yesterday, and God, I wish I could have made her stay. I see her sometimes in the faces passing by, in the grocery store, in the coffee shop downtown. A flash of auburn hair, a familiar laugh, and my heart stops spinning till I turn around. It's never her, but part of me keeps looking still for the woman that I lost along the way. Not to someone else, but to the man I was becoming when I traded everything for nothing worth the pain. She used to leave me notes tucked in my coat pockets, little reminders that I wasn't alone. told me she'd love me when the world didn't, that our house would always be my home. But I took all that light and I drowned it in the darkness. I pushed away the only thing that ever felt right. Now I'm living in a house that ain't a home without her, just four walls and the ghosts of better times. And every now and then I dial her number just to hear her voice before I remember that she answers for the last time years ago. And I've been talking to the dial tone needles yesterday, where the good times never fade away, where I'm still the man she thought she'd marry, and she's still the girl who loved me anyway. Before the bottles and the broken promises I couldn't keep, before I drove her to the edge of losing faith, she lives in yesterday. And God, I wish I could have made her stay. If I could go back to that kitchen, to that white dress and that morning light, I'd tell her she was right to leave me. I'd tell her to run and don't look back tonight. I'd tell her she deserves a better man than the one I was becoming. I'd tell her that I'm sorry for all the times I chose the bottle over something real and true and worth a fight. But I can't go back to yesterday. I can only live with what I've done, so I carry her like a photograph of the man I could have been, the life I should have won. Now I'm cleaning up and counting days like rosary beads, trying to become the man she always saw in me. But even if I make it, even if I finally change, I know she lives in yesterday. That's where she's gonna stay. She lives in yesterday, where the good times never fade away, where I'm still the man she thought she'd marry, and she's still the girl who loved me anyway. Before I chose the poison over holding on to grace, before I broke the only heart that loved me in the first place, she lives in yesterday, in the man I was before I lost my way. Yeah, she lives in yesterday, and that's the price I'll always pay. There's a woman that I used to know before the world got heavy and the years moved slow. She had wild eyes and a fearless heart, and I'm the fool who tore it all apart. She lives in yesterday, and I'm still here today, missing everything we were, and the love I threw away. They say when it's over, when the final word is spoken, when the papers are signed and the lawyers close their books, you're supposed to feel relief, supposed to feel like finally breathing, after holding your breath for years. but that ain't how it looks. I thought I'd wake up lighter, thought the weight would lift off me like a boulder rolling off my chest so I could finally stand. But the dust is settling now, and I can see the landscape. And baby, you're still everywhere, you're still all over this man. I drove past the courthouse yesterday afternoon, saw some couple on the steps with matching gold rings on their hands. They look just like we did it, and think about loot. When we believed forever was something we'd understand. Made me think about that day I promised you forever, and how I meant it with my whole damn heart and soul. Now I'm living in aftermath of promises we couldn't keep, and forever turned into just letting go. They don't tell you that the hardest part comes after you've already fell apart. When the fight is done and silence wins, that's when the real pain begins. When the dust settles down and I can see clearly all that we've lost, every dream we built together just scattered on the ground. I thought letting you go would set me free somehow, but I'm learning the hard way what freedom really cost. When the dust settles down, I still love you, even though we've burned it all. When the dust settles down, I'm standing in the ruins of what we had before the fall. Yeah, when the dust settles down. Your best friend saw me at the grocery store last week, walked right past me like I was a goat she couldn't see. And I don't blame her, I know she's on your side. I just wonder if she knows how much this is killing me. I wonder if you told them all the truth about what happened, or just your version where I'm the villain of the story. Baby, there ain't no heroes in this tragedy, just two people who couldn't save each other. Ain't no glory. I'm sleeping better now, or at least that's what I tell myself. When people ask me how I'm doing with it all, but truth is I'm just numb to being tired. I've gotten used to staring at the ceiling and the walls. I don't cry as much as I did in the beginning, when every song would bring me to my knees. Now the tears come quiet in the middle of the night, when I dream you're still beside me and I wake to empty sheets. 'Cause time's supposed to heal the wounds, but nobody warned me about the scars, that even when you've made your peace, your heart still knows it's been a war. When the dust settles down and I can see clearly all that we've lost, every dream we built together just scattered on the ground. I thought letting you go somehow. But I'm learning the hard way what freedom really costs. When the dust settles down, I still love you, even though we've burned it all. When the dust settles down, I'm standing in the ruins of what we had before the fall. Yeah, when the dust settles down. I heard your seed, someone new, and I know I ain't got no right to feel this jealous, to feel this broken. But knowing someone else holds you at night is a kind of pain I wasn't ready for. Even though I signed the papers, even though I said I understood. Baby, understanding don't mean it don't hurt. Just means I'm trying to wish you well the way I should. So here's to you finding everything I couldn't give you. Here's to him being better than I was at loving you right. Here's to you getting everything you deserve, even if it kills me every single night. And maybe someday when enough time passes, when the dust is settled and the air is finally clear, I'll see you somewhere out there